This is Stuck, and in this video we are looking at the Polish Revolution of 1956. So in 1956, the hardline Stalinist Bolesław Bierut died unexpectedly at 63. And in order to implement de-Stalinization, which we looked at last video, Khrushchev nominated Edward Oshab. Now, after Khrushchev had delivered his secret speech in February, however, the Poles had started to demand more political freedom. Now, this meant that on June 28, 1956, workers went on strike against wage cuts and poor working conditions. Now, this ultimately led to an anti-communist uprising where there were multiple riots. Now, the Minister of Defense demanded that the uprising was violently suppressed by the Polish army, and ultimately more than 60 people were killed and 200 were wounded. Despite this, the process did lead to some reforms, however, and by October, Władysław Gomułka was elected as the first secretary of the Polish United Workers' Party. Now, this was after he had previously been expelled from Poland for standing against Stalinization, as we looked at very early on in this series, Stalin's Eastern European satellite states. Now, the Soviet responses were very crucial in this, as they were different to what would have happened under Stalin. Now, Khrushchev met with Gomułka and he threatened military intervention if Gomułka refused to cooperate. But at the end, it was agreed that Gomułka would be allowed to be appointed the first secretary of the Polish United Workers' Party, as long as he didn't carry out reforms which would threaten local communist rule, and Poland would also have to remain a member of the Warsaw Pact. Now, although Soviet troops were stationed near to the Polish border, they were not used. Now, one of the reasons for this was because China showed their support towards the Polish Communist Party. So many Poles did support Gomułka because it was seen as a path to socialism rather than conforming solely to Soviet instructions. And in order to make the Soviets less angry, Gomułka did allow Soviet troops within Poland. Now, this was ultimately protect Poland from any invasion from another country such as West Germany. Now, the Polish Revolution also showed that the Soviets would allow little bits of independence for their satellite states under Khrushchev. However, the main reason for the absence of Soviet military intervention could be the Chinese, and this does show the importance of the Chinese in this Cold War at this time. So thank you for watching, and see you soon. Bye.